is Iglesia Del Camino. We've had a partnership with that church in Guatemala for about 10 years. As a matter of fact, the pastor of that church, Giovanni Enriquez, the first time he ever preached was right here. He was here in the States. He preached right here on this platform back in 2010. He's now the pastor of that church. We continue to partner with them. This time has been very difficult for that church and for their mission, because normally they have mission churches coming down every week, sometimes 2 churches a week, and that's what really sustained that church in their work in the area. So we mentioned this last Sunday. This Sunday we're actually recorded our bilingual service, the one just ahead of this, and Iglesia Del Camino is going to use it in Guatemala on August 9th for their main service. When they asked us, when Pastor Giovanni asked us to preach from Ephesians and record it and let them use it, he didn't know that we would also take that opportunity to do a fundraiser for Iglesia Del Camino. And so that's what we're doing. And if you want to give something extra this Sunday for Iglesia Del Camino, you can do that. You just need to make sure that you mark it on the check, on your offering envelope, wrap a piece of paper around it, put for Guatemala. Whatever is designated for Guatemala, 100% of that, we're going to collect that. Then we're going to match it with funds from our mission fund, and we're going to send it down. They've had to lay off staff from the church. They've had to lay off mission workers. They're down to where they can only drive their car every other day, depending on their license plate number. They're on curfew and lockdown to stay in their home, except for just a matter of literally hours, a couple of times a week. So it's very difficult for them. We want to bless them. We want to help them financially. So if it's in your heart to do something, make sure you mark it. If you're streaming online, you can also give online. Or if you're here not prepared to do something, you go home, think about it later. I want to help. You go in the online giving, and there's a drop-down menu, and you select Guatemala. And whatever comes into that fund marked for Guatemala, we're going to match it, and we're going to send it down to them in a few weeks. So I'm really excited about being able to do that. They didn't know we were going to do that, but we had been praying about it. Your pastors had for quite some time. So I